want to slide through during my lunch break, as I go and buy me a little junk. I did not pack a lunch. But yeah, topic. It's a little short story. But the main idea is there's a saying, and it's a saying amongst game related people. You might hear it come out the lips of a Mac or a pimp or something like that, and it says something to the effect that you might even hear it coming from a stripper's mouth. But it's like the statement is, don't let a hoe play you out your position. Now, today I was coming into work. In order to get into my work, you have to have a badge, So, I had got, I had got to the building, and I realized I had left my badge in the car. But it was a coworker, a temp, that was walking towards the building as well. So they So I figured that they had their ID and they was on their way in. But I had turned around and went back to my car to get mine. So I come back from the car with my ID, and this temp is standing by the door. So in my mind I said, I hope this temp doesn't try to come walk behind me to get access to the building, because we are not allowed. The master of my plantation does not allow one slave to swipe in another slave with their identification card. So, lo and behold, the person attempted to try to walk in behind me. So, okay. So I said, I can't let you come in behind me. I can't swipe you in like that, blah, blah, blah. She said, they said, well, they let me, anybody else let me do it or whatever. I said, well, I don't know about all that. I just can't let you in. It's, in my mind, I'm thinking, I don't know this person. I'm not about to jeopardize my role on the plantation, my job, basically. I'm not about to jeopardize my job breaking a simple rule just because you were irresponsible. I say when I leave mine at home, I'm irresponsible. I lose mine, I'm irresponsible. You were irresponsible and forgot your idea, lost your idea, what have you. I will go down here and tell them people that you had to do it. And that's exactly what I did. I went straight down to the door, to the human resource department, whatever, and told the lady, yeah, the old girl ain't got her ID. So, all right, I go in about my day, get ready to go on to the production floor. I get on the production floor. No, as I walk to the production floor, I see the coworker walking down toward, I guess the locker room, we start get our stuff out and get prepared for work. I might have to hold y'all up for 1 second while I order my junk.
Can I help you?
Yes, let me have a McChicken bundle with a small sweet tea, light ice, add lemon. Sweet tea, light ice, add lemon. Yeah, that's all.
Thank you.
Lady, don't rush me. I can't even get my order. I ain't get my order out of my mouth. You up there trying to check me. But anyway, so yeah, I go inside and I see this person walking down the way, toward the locker room to get her stuff get their stuff to get ready. I keep on. I ain't mean to let out whether it was a man or a woman or not, but it was a woman, whatever. A young lady, probably her late 20s. So I see her coming to the locker room. So I'm in the production floor. It's two different type of seats that we have in those floors, and one is like a little short back chair. One of them is just like a hard stool. I prefer the short back chair. So one of the workstations I go by, and I go to my work. I walk past all the other workstations, and I get to my workstation, and I realize ain't one of them snapback chairs there. But I passed one, so I go back to get that chair. Hey, how you doing?
You had the $3 bundle with the sweet tea?
Yes.
$4.72.
Okay. Hold on. I see one of the guys. I only got one person out here, but that's cool. Thank you. You too. Appreciate it. So yeah, I grab the hard stool and I take it down to this one workstation to trade it out. The young lady comes to talk about you put my chair back or whatever, something to that degree. And I'm like, and in my mind, I'm saying, well, you haven't even been in here. And I know where this is coming from because I predicted it as soon as I said I could not let you in. So we going back and forth along the production floor, and she talked, and I'm saying it's not, you know, you do not own the chair, blah blah blah. I'm not about to put the chair back. I'm not about to get the chair back. So and then she said something to along the lines that I could have waited till she got to the station. Ma'am, you was late getting to the station because you didn't have your ID and they had to send somebody out there to get you. So what you want me to do is, instead of me getting started for my work day, I'm supposed to wait on you to get to your workstation late, and then have options to the chair. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
You too. Appreciate it. And then have options to pick chairs after I've already chosen this chair and bought a chair to swap it out with. So, you know, she said you could have waited. I said, I will never need to wait for you for anything in life, ma'am. You know, this is I mean, not to be a snooty, a permanent employee. You are a temp, ma'am. But the long story short, this young lady, she leaves for the day. She's a runaway. She pulled a runaway slave move. She leave the job on first break. She come to work for 2 hours and then decide to leave. You know, now everybody looking at me like I'm the bad guy, like I did something to her. I'm like, what was I supposed to do? You know? So it's like when I say that brings me to the statement I made, you know, don't let a hoe trick you out your position. Now, I'm not saying this young lady is a hoe. It's just figurative speech. She let the fact that she was upset because she left her idea at home, and you know, I guess having to deal with me, you know, denying her, you know, the privilege of allowing her to come in behind me to then carry on into the work floor. And I guess it built up in you we going back and forth, and it built up in you so much that you decided to leave home and bypass 6 hours of work, which isn't really your money. So you didn't let me trick you out your position. You know, I mean, I guess, and it took me. I was thinking for a second because as I began to tell the story, you know. And from my perspective, I said, well, hell, I'm arguing with the bro. I'm not necessarily arguing. We're having heated conversation back and forth. And I'm saying to myself, well, if I'm being the permanent guy, you know, I should be more calm and collected about it, more smooth with it. You know, but what I did was I let her put me out the position to have to raise my voice above its normal level. Now, I admit that I was putting on the show, you know, I was performing, but still, you know, and I feel in my mind as if I have been given license to perform because you didn't have to even come at me about this daggone chair, first of all, and I know you coming at me about this chair because I wouldn't let you come in the building behind me. So, she knocked me off my square. I flipped into some hoe-like tendencies by snapping back, and I know that she's being the young lady. She's emotionally. Being who I am, I can emotionally tweak her around a little bit and get upset. I wish I did. I got her mad on purpose. It's like as opposed to me letting her trick me out of position and by allowing her into the door at the beginning. That would have been the first. If I would first been the whole trick myself out of position, that'd have been the first thing. And then the second way I could have tricked myself out of position was just by snapping it. Hey, look here, bitch. Blah, 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 blah. This is my motherfucking chair. You gonna take the goddamn chair from me? I could have been like that, and that'll be me be letting her trick me out of position again. But at the end of the day, it's like, okay, so I done got you mad, and from her perspective, I done got her mad, and now she's done got so motherfucking mad that she didn't went home from work for the day, and now the folks are looking at me upside my goddamn head like I'm some type of villain. But hey, man, it's one of the major tenets of the game. When you thinking from the aspect of GAME game, GAME guidance above my emotions, she I guess she was unable to guide her self-control to maintain her position at the job for the remainder of her shift due to the fact her emotions got the best of her. And and I had a little, I admit I had a little bit of my sadistic fun by going back and forth with her, but I also kind of slipped with allowing my emotions to take advantage of me. So yeah, man, I appreciate who was ever out there in my YouTube world. I'm about to have my lunch, and whatever little time I have, the master has allotted for me to have it. But don't let a hoe trick you out your position. And, avoid being that hoe to trick motherfuckers out the position. Because, hey, man, now, and this is from the perspective of just being a mark-ass, trick-ass, hoe-ass nigga. Like I've said in prior videos, a good hoe. Not a bad hoe. A good, kindly, sincere, 10-toe down hoe is an asset. But a reckless, a renegade hoe, that's a whole different thing entirely. Let me go, y'all. Peace and love.